Kala here for another episode of Fandom Fights. This should be an interesting match. We've got two debut players coming in today. Should be pretty interesting. I am solo hosting today because that guy that bosses me around and tells me what to do is actually here representing the kingdom and his client Cameron today. So we will actually start with them in promos.
Whoa! Look who it is. It's the Kingdom back again. We're trying to take on that Fandom titles and Warzone, and we have a young guy here who came and sought me out, said I want some management, wanted to take on the bad guys by working with the bad guys, and that's Cameron Holzmann here, who is the new Fandom Fight Singles Champion, the new movie Warzone Singles Champion. He's going to take all the belts. He is the young prodigy, and we're here playing Brannon Dunlap. I'll be honest, I don't know who this guy is, and from the Mountain Dew shirt, I don't think I should be that worried. You see, I think we got this in the bag. He's got the best manager in the business in his corner, and Cam's one of the smartest guys I met, so we're fine. Any words you want to say?
Excited to be here, ready to do this. Everyone says the Kingdom is a bunch of bad guys. Caleb's a cool dude. He's a nice guy. He's never done anything wrong. He's just done what's good for him, and what's good for Caleb is good for me. So
we only try to do what's best for everyone here. That's all we do. So
let's have some fun. Let's kick some ass. Let's do this.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Brannon Big Time Dunlap here. Very excited to be in my first fandom fight in this league. Don't have very much else to say. I'm super excited to compete. I'm super excited to see what's going to happen. And Cameron and King Coho, all I can say is any kingdom can fall. So don't get too comfortable.
Okay, those are some fire promos, as Caleb Coho would say. I like Brandon's approach that any kingdom can fall. I like that. That's a good tagline. I might use that in the future. And Caleb talking about how he's the best manager. That's going to be a fucking yikes from me, dog. But we'll move on anyway. We'll go straight into round number 1, which works like this. They get 10 questions from the realm of Fandom Fight. It's a whiteboard round, so they will write their answer on the board. After hearing the question, show me the answer on the screen and say their answer out loud. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If they get a perfect round 1, they will get a bonus question. You got 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and the challenge rule. Do we have any questions, gentlemen?
No.
All right, then we will get started right away in round number 1. And your first question is in the category of Wizarding World. In which Wizarding World film do the main characters attend a ball? My favorite part of solo hosting is I just get to sit here and talk to myself and say things like, I once went to a ball, but it wasn't successful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Cameron.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
And Brannon?
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
And both correct right out of the gate. All right, guys, your second question is going to be in the category of Rocky. Who directed Rocky 3? This is probably the Rocky film with the most testosterone. The most testosterone in the entire film. But it's a good one. Lots of running on the beach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we'll start with Brannon. What you got?
I honestly wasn't 100% sure. I put Richard Donner.
That is incorrect. And Cameron?
I said Sylvester Stallone.
That is correct. So Cameron taking the 1 point lead as we get into the third question, which is going to be in the category of Fandom Oscars. What is the only acting performance to be nominated in a Middle-earth film? And for this one, I am looking for the actor who was nominated. If you can tell me the movie, magical, but I just need the actor, the performance. And we're going to need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, pens down, and we'll start with Cameron on this one.
I think it's Ian McKellen.
And Brannon?
Elijah Wood.
That is incorrect. Cameron was correct with Ian McKellen.
Nice.
It was for Fellowship, right?
That was for Fellowship of the Ring. All right, guys, your next question is going to be in the category of the MCU. How many units was Valkyrie awarded for bringing Thor to the Grandmaster? Thor Ragnarok being one of the better films in the MCU. I think one Hurricane Macmillan loves this film. But of course, he's busy at Disney World laying on the beach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Brannon on this one.
10,000 units.
And Cam?
I said 70,000 units.
Both actually incorrect. Brannon being pretty close. It's 10 million.
Oh, jeez. I had the 10 part.
But yeah, a couple zeros off. All right, guys, your next question is going to be in Fast and Furious. In Fast and Furious 6, which character puts himself in prison to speak to Braga?
Do you just need the first name?
Yeah, just the first name of the character is fine. All right. You need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll start with Cameron on this one.
Is it Brian?
It is Brian. And Brannon, did you have it?
Yeah, I put Brian.
Perfect. So
I've seen half of that movie.
guess a character in the films. All right. Your next question, guys, is going to be in Star Trek. In Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, who does Spock save from falling after free solo climbing? This is one of the best Star Trek films, right, Caleb Coho, who's hiding in the background? I believe he's laying on a couch. He's typing me a message. He's sick as a dog. It's a terrible film, is the joke that I'm getting at here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Brannon on this one.
Wasn't 100% sure. I put Scotty.
That is incorrect. In Cameron?
I said Bones.
Bones is also incorrect. We were looking for Kirk. James
That was my
E.
first guess.
Kirk.
I thought it was too easy.
I thought
Yeah.
it was too easy, man.
That I like to get you with those ones. All right. Guys, your next category is going to be scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for 2019's Aladdin? Now, this is me pulling a Caleb Coho and asking a question about a movie that just came out.
I was going to watch this last night, and then me and my parents decided to watch a different movie instead.
What did you watch instead?
We watched Late Night.
4. Late Night is a far superior film. Great film. All right. Let's start with Cameron on this one.
I would assume it's the guy who did the first one, Alan Menken.
And Brannon?
That's who I put as well.
And both of you would be correct. It is the Manx, as I like to call him.
Please never call him that.
Me and the Manx go way back. All right. Guys, your next category is Worlds of DC. In Shazam, who does Billy room with at the new house? Meaning the new house that he goes to live with for the majority of the film.
Just first name?
Yep, just first name. Both players look pretty confident, so we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Brandon, we'll start with you.
Freddie.
That is correct. And Cameron?
Freddie.
And both of you are correct. As we get into your penultimate question, which is in the category of Pixar. What year saw the release of Finding Nemo? Nemo is one of the best. One of my favorites. I just rewatched it the other day in 4K Ultra HD because I'm a prick. 5, 4, 3. Does my wife agree? Is that what she said? I think my wife agrees. 0. All right, we'll start with Cameron on this one.
2003.
Brandon?
I put 04.
The Brooklyn Veil Curse. It is 03.
Oh,
So,
Because 04 was Incredibles.
04
oh
was
yes, it
Incredibles, yeah.
was. Yeah.
All right.
Jokers.
And we now get into your ultimate question, which is in the category of Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. In Star Wars The Last Jedi, who sacrifices themselves by driving their ship through Snoke's warship? Can you drive a spaceship, Maggie? Oh, you pilot it. My bad. I am a idiot, as they say. Looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Brandon on this one.
I believe it was Rose.
That is incorrect. And Cameron?
Emmeline Holdo.
I'm not sure if her first name is Amelin, but it is Holdo, so I will give it to you. If you're that confident, I can believe it. All right. So at the end of round number 1, Cameron is in the lead with 8 points to Brandon's 4 points, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2. That is what they say. This is how round number 2 works. It is a wheel round. We will bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com and oh my god, and leave it in. And
I won't leave it in, don't worry.
you will spin the wheel. If you don't like the category you land on, you can spin again, but then you have to stick with what you spin the second time. Cameron, because you are in the lead, you get to decide whether you want to spin first or second. I will bring up the wheel so you can see what categories we have.
Perfect.
This is the part I'm always terrible at. Can you guys see the wheel?
Yeah.
Okay, so your categories today are DreamWorks, Disney Live Action, Wizarding World, MCU, Studio Ghibli, DC, Worlds of DC, Scores and Soundtracks, and of course, Spinners and Opponent's Choice. Cameron, because you're in the lead, would you like to go first or second?
Caleb, what do you think?
I say we let him go first, and we capitalize on what happens.
That's what I'm thinking too. Brandon can go first.
All right, so with that, Brannon, your first spin is away, and it lands on DreamWorks. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Let's spin again, please.
All right, so he's spinning again, and it's going to land on Scores and Soundtracks.
That is my luck. All right.
All right. So, Brandon, I'm going to give you your questions now in Scores and Soundtracks. Are you ready? All right. Your first question in Scores and Soundtracks. Who composed the score for Spider-Man 2?
Danny Elfman.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Brandon, your second question in Scores and Soundtracks. What song did Post Malone contribute to the soundtrack of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Sunflower.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Your third question. Who composed the score for 2017's Beauty and the Beast?
Can I get multiple choice on that one?
Yes, you can. Your options are A. You already asked for multiple choice. I got to give it to you.
Okay, you're good. Sorry.
Yeah. Your options are A, Alan Silvestri, B, Randy Newman, C, Michael Giacchino, or D, Alan Menken.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Go with D.
D is correct. And just a reminder to keep both hands on screen.
Alexander Desplat, so I'm glad I went multiple choice because that would have been wrong.
Yeah. And just a reminder to keep both hands on screen while we're
yes, sir.
asking the questions. All right. Your next question. What band recorded the credit song Zero for Ralph Breaks the Internet?
Oh gosh. It was Imagine Dragons.
That is correct for 2 more points. All right, and your final question in round number 2. Who composed the score for Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan?
Gary Goldsmith.
That is incorrect. Cameron, chance for a 2-point steal.
James Horner.
That is correct. All right. So again, at the end of Brannon's turn, it is 11-10 in favor of Brannon, but Cameron still has his spin here. Cut this out. Okay, so Cameron, your spin is in, and it's going to land on DreamWorks. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we should.
I'm going to keep that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I'm going to put it on the wheel after all.
All right. So, Cameron, your first question in DreamWorks is as follows. Who voices Barry's friend Adam Flayman in B Movie?
Give me multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Matthew Broderick, B, Jerry Seinfeld, C, Nathan Lane, or D, Chris Rock.
Matthew Broderick.
That is correct for 1 point and to tie the game. All right, your next question. What was the first animated film released by DreamWorks Animation?
Ants.
That is correct for 2 points. A movie that is terrible, in my opinion, but A Bug's Life is far superior. Anyway, your next question. What are Victor's were-rabbit killing bullets in Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit? Wait, that makes no sense.
What are they made out of?
Yes, what are they made out of is what I'm asking. I missed a word.
Silver?
That is incorrect. Brannon, chance for a 2-point steal.
Oh, gosh. Carrots?
That is incorrect. We were looking for gold.
Gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were close. All right. Your fourth question, Cameron, in DreamWorks. Who sacrifices themselves to save Shrek from Fairy Godmother's wand in Shrek 2?
King Harold.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. And your final question in round number 2. In The Road to El Dorado, what is the name of the horse that Miguel and Tulio save?
We studied this. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Maximus, B, Dante, C, Horatio, or D, Altivo.
D.
I'm sorry, was that?
D as in dog, Altivo.
That is correct for 1 point. And at the end of round number 2, Cameron is up 16 to Brannon's 11. But again, anything can happen as we get into the third round, which works like this. It's the betting round. So I will give you guys a category. You can then choose to bet 0 to 2 points on that category. I will then give you the question. If you get the question right, you gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. There is no stealing or any craziness like that. You each still have your 3 repeats and challenge rule any questions as we get into this round.
Nope.
All right. Then, Caleb, if you are there, you can confer with...
I am here,
Cameron.
yes.
You can confer with him on how many points to bet. Your first category that you guys can bet points on in round number 3 is going to be Rocky.
Caleb, I know what to do.
Yeah, you know what to do.
All right. And Brannon, how many points are you going to bet?
None.
0. Okay. And Cameron?
None.
Oops,
All
that's
right.
ugly.
All right, guys. Your question in Rocky. In Rocky 4, who is the first person Rocky fights in the film? This is going to be for stats only, but that is okay. It'll show if you have Rocky knowledge or not. Will they have Rocky knowledge, Maggie? We don't know, but we'll find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Cameron.
I didn't write anything.
All right, and Brandon?
I thought it was Drago, so I put Drago.
It is Drago. But
Hold up. He wrote Victor Drago.
No, I know.
Well, he didn't get
I
any
wasn't
points
gonna put
anyway.
the first name.
You did put Victor. It is actually Ivan Drago. So
No
you get it
accuracy
wrong.
points, and that's what matters.
That's why I bet 0 points.
Yeah. Perfect.
Attaboy, Cam, getting them on the accuracy points.
All right,
Yes.
guys. Your next question is going to be in the category of Disney animation.
It's 16 to 11, right?
It's 16 to 11.
It's Disney animation, right? Yeah.
I feel pretty good about that.
It could be something weird.
I'd say 1.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So we will get our bets first from Cameron
Surprising nobody, I put 1.
and Brannon.
I put 2, actually.
All right. Let's see if it'll pay off for him. Your question in Disney animation. In Aladdin, how many years does Genie say that he has been in the lamp since he was last released from the lamp?
That's actually probably a good bet.
Both players have written answers, seem confident. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cameron, we'll start with you.
10,000 years.
That is correct. And Brannon?
We'll give you such a crick in the neck.
Yes, it will. So Cameron goes up to 17. Brannon going up to 13, closing that gap a little bit. And we still got 3 questions left in the match. The next category that you guys can bet points on is Marvel. These are films outside of the MCU.
I think we probably want to play it safe here on this one.
Play it safe as in 0 or play it safe as in 1?
Probably 0.
Okay.
All right. And we will first get points from Cameron. 0. And Brannon.
I went 2 again, actually.
All right. Going big again, trying to close that gap. Will it pay off for him, Cotton? We'll find out. Guys, your question in Marvel. What decade does Dark Phoenix primarily take place in? This is one of those new movies that Marvel put out. Is it the best Marvel movie of 2019, Maggie? The Macaw's giving me a yes, so it must be true. Looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Cameron for points or for accuracy.
80s.
That is incorrect. And Brannon.
I had the 80s too.
Yeah, that is
isn't it?
It is the 1990s. So your next category that you can bet points on is scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. And we'll get bets from Cameron. 0. And Brannon.
I did 1. I gotta try something.
All right. Guys, your question in scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Spectre? That film in that franchise with those people about that thing. That's about all I've got on that movie because it's kind of poopy. Looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cameron, do you have any pens down? Do you have anything
It's super messy, but James Horner.
that'd be incorrect. And Brannon?
I took a stab at it. I said Michael G, you know.
All right. And your winner, Cameron, whose nickname I don't know. That's the fun that you get.
The conductor.
A conductor. There you go. That's what you get when you get Tim hosting. I get thrown into this. I just write the questions sometimes, but that's okay. Cameron, both of you guys played hell of a match. It was a good time. Obviously, both players showing a lot of really good knowledge here. It was a great match. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Like I said, they both showed that they know some stuff. It seemed like maybe Brannon wasn't super excited about scores and soundtracks, and then he ended up doing really well in it. And Cameron got his strength, and so that's always just something that's going to bite you in the butt sometimes for the other player. So it was a really good match all the way around, though. But we are going to start here today with our unfortunate loser, Brannon. Is it Brannon, the Big Time? Is that your nickname?
Yeah, Big Time, yeah.
Big Time. There we go. I've got it. How do you feel about your debut match here at Fandom Fights?
You know what? I feel like I did well. I feel like I played the best I possibly could. I'm kicking myself over the Dark Phoenix question because I had 90s written originally, and I second-guessed myself. So
yeah.
I'm going to be hitting myself for that one. But other than that, it was a great match, and I feel like I did really well. Cameron just did better, so.
Yeah, sometimes that's just how it happens. You know, you second guess yourself. That is the macaw curse, as I like to call it, where you second guess yourself, write something else. She's glaring at me. That's okay. But yeah, you second guess yourself. You know, had you gotten that question right, could have changed the outcome of the match. We don't know. Yeah. But nonetheless, like I said, you did really well in scores and soundtracks, which you didn't seem super excited for at first.
I was not, no.
Yeah, but it went pretty well. So for a debut match, I'd say, you know, you scored a lot of points, scored more than most people do in debut matches or even third to fourth matches. So I'd say overall, very good job. And I can expect to see you back here again if you'd want to. Is there anybody you would want to play, or do you just kind of want to play whoever?
Nope, I'm down for another round anytime you want.
Sounds good. Well, we'll for sure see you again very soon, Brannon. Thank you. All right, and we are going to come over to our winners today. People from that kingdom place where the people
all we do is win.
There's I don't know about that, but there's the people that are mean, like Lucas and Dominic Rizzi, and then there are nice people like Cameron.
Listen, Tim. Rizzi is very nice to his friends. Very nice to his friends.
Great. We'll skip over the manager part of this. We'll go right to Cameron. And Cameron, how are you feeling about your debut match in Fandom Fights?
I'm feeling really good. Round 1, I think, was a strong start, getting 8 out of the 10, and I think that lead and just having that momentum going into round 2. When Brannon got scores and soundtracks, I thought that was gonna take him down from his reaction, and he ended up pulling through that really well. And then DreamWorks just like you pulled a B movie on me, and you pulled a Wallace and Gromit on me, and then we specifically the other night went over the name of the horse and Road to El Dorado, and I just couldn't remember it. In the moment I heard it, I went, "Oh yeah, that's it. That's the one." And then round 3. I think I played smart. I think I played safe, which is what needed to be done, and it ended up. Had a good time, had fun, enjoyed this.
We didn't have to bet big, especially on that last question. I mean, he kind of did what we needed him to. He bet 1, and he ended the game himself. So I think we played the smarter game, we played the stronger game, and that's all that matters. So a win is a win, and we'll see who comes next. We don't need to call anyone out.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you looking for the title there, Mr. Cameron, or are you just looking to have some fun?
I mean, a title would be nice.
Of course he wants a title. Come on, Tim. What kind of question is that?
Like I want a title. Like a title's a ways away for me. Like I'm only 1-0. It's going to take a bit for me to get there, and I have some work to put in before I'm at the point where I can win a title. But titles are nice, and I think I'm contractually obligated by the kingdom to say that I want one or multiple possible. So titles, I like them.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was great. Yeah, it was great to watch you play today. It was a good match. Like I said, both of you did really, really well. I'm not used to complimenting the kingdom, but you played a good match, and I like you, Cameron. So that's all nice and dandy. But that is going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Once again, I have been Tim. That has been the King, whatever. And that was Cameron and Brannon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And until next time, have a good one.